Welcome to Lucknow, the city of Nawabs. Nestled along the banks of the Gomti River, this city is known for its royal heritage, cultural richness, and deep-rooted history that echoes through every corner. Let's take a journey into the heart of Lucknow, a place where the past and present seamlessly blend. Our journey begins from New Jalpaiguri railway station of West Bengal as we travel 950 kilometers to tour this beautiful city of Lucknow. And by the time we reach the Charbagh railway station of Lucknow, it's already evening and we head towards our hotel. The next morning we head towards Rumi Darwaja, often called the Turkish Gate. It stands as an iconic symbol of Lucknow's rich heritage. Built in 1784 by Nawab Asaf-ud-Daula, this 60-foot high gateway was modeled after the grand architecture of Constantinople. Originally constructed as a relief measure during a severe famine, it provided employment for thousands of workers, becoming both a monument of architectural beauty and a symbol of compassion. This is the Satkhanda Tower, meaning 7-story. It was built by the Nawab Muhammad Ali Shah in 1842 so that his daughter, whom he loved so much, could see the moon on Eid, Bakrid and other Muslim festivals. But the construction work was stopped after the death of his daughter at a tender age. Satkhanda, though incomplete, was built by integrating the rich features of Mughal, Greek and French architecture into one. The Hussainabad Pond, built by Nawab Muhammad Ali Shah, the third Nawab of previous Awadh in 1838, and was used by the Queen of the Nawabs of Lucknow for bathing and water sport. Just beside the pond is the Hussainabad Clock Tower. It was constructed in 1881 by Nawab Nasiruddin Haidar to mark the arrival of Sir George Cooper, first Lieutenant Governor of United Province of Awadh. Welcome to the Bada Imambara, or the Big Shrine, the architectural marvel of Lucknow. This is one of Lucknow's most iconic landmarks and an architectural masterpiece of the Nawabi era. Built in 1784 by Nawab Asaf-ud-Daula, this historic complex is not only a place of worship but also a marvel of ingenuity and artistry. Today we'll explore the fascinating stories and secrets hidden within these walls. The central hall of Bada Imambara is a true feat of engineering. This vast hall, measuring about 50 meters in length and 50 meters in height, is one of the largest arched constructions in the world, without any support beams or pillars. It's an incredible achievement even by modern standards, showcasing the genius of 18th century Indian architecture. The whole structure is made without any metal or cement. It's made up of just lime, molasses or jaggery, surkhi, black lentils. Interestingly, the Nawab of Awadh, Asaf-ud-Daula, and his architect Kifayatullah are buried side by side in the central hall. As we start climbing the 45 steep steps of Bada Imambara, we enter the Bulbulaya, or the labyrinth, the only one in India. In 1784, the province of Awadh was struck by a severe famine that even the rich did not have anything to eat. At that time, the Emperor of Awadh, Nawab Asaf-ud-Daula, came up with a noble idea of generating employment for both the rich and the poor by employing 20,000 men for the construction of the complex. But that is not all. The ordinary citizens built it during the day and the superior ones brought it down at night. It was Nawab's way of making sure that no one was ever out of work, as the famine lasted for 11 years. But even in the dark alleyway, there is enough ventilation to let air and light pass. They were also used to view the main gate for any enemies. One can easily get lost without the help of a guide, as it has more than 1,000 passages and around 489 identical doorways. The guide further shows us an underground block tunnel which supposedly led to Delhi, Faizabad and Allahabad. But the tunnels were sealed when some British soldiers who went to look for the royal treasure never returned. Another interesting fact is the way these walls are built. As the guide tells us, आपने सुना होगा कि दीवारों के भी कान होते हैं, meaning even the walls have ears. These walls were used as telephones in those days to alert each others of intruders or enemies by whispering. And to our great surprise, it really worked. Then as you climb up, you reach the top level of the Imam Bara. You can see the whole of Lucknow, which is breathtakingly beautiful. The next attraction is the Shahi Bauli or the Royal Stepwell, just beside the Bada Imambara. It was constructed by Nawab Asif-ud-Dawla in the late 1700s with the help of Kifayat-ullah, one of the excellent architects of the time. This 163-meter deep stepwell was built to serve as a vital source of water. It is also said to be connected with the vast treasure of Nawab Asif-ud-Dawla. When the Britishers approached the city of Nawab, they hid the treasure somewhere in the walls of the Imam Bara, and the map and keys leading to the treasure were thrown in the well by the treasure keeper of that time, Mool Chand Rastogi, who later is said to have committed suicide. One of the special features of this well was it acted as a CCTV camera, as guards could discreetly watch over anyone. The design of this stepwell also allowed sounds to echo within the structure, so guards could hear movements or voices even from a distance. This acoustic feature added another layer of monitoring. So if you get a chance to visit Lucknow, make sure to visit this place once. After that, we visited the Chota Imambara or Imambara Hussainabad Mubarak. It's a monument located just a kilometer away from the Bada Imambara. It was built by Muhammad Ali Shah, the Nawab of Awadh, in 1838, and it took 54 years to complete. It was built to serve as a mausoleum for himself and his mother, who is buried beside him. The Chota Imambara is renowned for its beautiful design, which combines Indo-Islamic, Persian and Mughal architectural elements. The structure features intricate calligraphy, Islamic motifs and a series of domes and minarets. The interiors are lavishly decorated with chandeliers, mirror work and European-style decor. No wonder the European visitors and writers referred to it as the Palace of Lights. It also includes a water tank with a small replica of Taj Mahal. Let's explore the Shahi Hammam or the royal bathhouses from the Nawabi era. These were exclusively designed for the women of the royal family. It included both hot and cold water bathtubs and a drainage system. Built in the 19th century, it reflected the luxurious lifestyle and advanced architectural practices of that period. After having a cup of creamy Irani chai, we head towards the Ambedkar Park, and it's evening as we arrive at the park. Located in the heart of Gomti Nagar, Lucknow, it's an architectural marvel and an important symbol of social justice and equality in India. It is built in around 433,000 square meters in honor of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a key figure in the fight against caste discrimination. Towering red sandstone structures gives this park a unique, majestic look. We can see a massive statue of Dr. Ambedkar himself at the center of the park. Another highlight is the Ambedkar Stupa, a grand circular structure that houses murals and carvings. The park is especially beautiful in the evening when it's lit up, casting a warm glow over the walkways, lawns and statues, making it a peaceful retreat where people gather to relax, walk and reflect. There are 124 huge elephant statues with 62 on either side of the park. They are a prominent feature of the park's architecture, symbolizing strength and grandeur. The next day we visit the Residency. It's also called the British Residency and Residency Complex, as there are a group of several buildings in a common precinct in the city. This is a significant historical site that played a crucial role during the Indian Rebellion of 1857. Constructed in the late 1700s by Nawab Asaf ud-Dawla and completed by Nawab Sadat Ali Khan, it became a British personals hub. This is the Bailey Guard Gate, and it serves as the main gate to this historic complex. It was built in 1814 in honor of Major John Bailey, who served as the British resident in Lucknow from 1811 to 1815. It was a critical point of defense for the British forces and their allies. Today it stands as an evidence to this tumultuous period in Indian history. It holds a significant importance due to its role during the Indian Rebellion of 1857, also known as the First War of Independence. The Eight Kings Post was one of the defensive positions established to protect the compound from the Indian soldiers along with local leaders and forces from various parts of Awadh. The Indian rebel soldiers, also known as sepoys, attacked the Residency for several interrelated reasons. One of the reasons was the political and economic oppression when the British East India Company took over Kingdom of Awadh. The other reason was social and cultural tensions when the British changed several cultural and religious practices like allowing the widows to remarry. It was a disrespect toward the Indian culture and sparked resentment among both soldiers and civilians. Another reason was the introduction of the new Enfield rifle, which used bullets that were said to be greased with cow and pig's fat. As a result, Hindu and Muslim soldiers found this offensive. Still, other reasons were military discontent and unfair treatment to the Indian soldiers, thus leading to widespread anti-British sentiment. The Treasury building was used to store money, valuables and supplies for the British administration, and when the Residency came under attack in 1857, it witnessed intense fighting as both sides tried to seek control over the resources. Today we can still see the bullets and cannon marks on the walls, reminding us how intense the battle might have been. The Native House. This was built to accommodate the Indian staff and allies who supported the British administration during the colonial period, and it features traditional Indian architectural elements. This house also became a focal point during the conflict. The British and their Indian allies used it as a stronghold against the rebel forces, using as shelter and support to those within the Residency complex. Today, it's preserved as a historical site. This is Dr. Joseph Farrer House. The Residency's surgeon resided in this home and it played an important role during the siege. The building was guarded with a low compound wall and armed with a 9-pounder cannon to defend the Bailey Guard Gate. Its flat roof surrounded by a parapet was utilized by riflemen for defense. The house also included an underground room to provide shelter to women and children during the siege. The Banqueting Hall. Originally built by Nawab Asaf ud-Dawla and completed by Nawab Sadat Ali Khan, It served as a venue for official banquets and social events and was central to the residency's social life, hosting numerous gatherings and ceremonies. But in 1857, like other structures, this hall also suffered extensive damage. It still bears the marks from cannon shots and bullets. Today it stands in ruins, yet it remains a testament to Lucknow's rich history and the events that transpired during the 1857 uprising. The Omane's house, named after Collingwood Omane, the judicial commissioner of Awadh, also played an important role in the 1857 uprising. Omane died on July 8, 1857 from injuries sustained during the defense of the Residency. The house was completely destroyed and bears marks of the intense bombardment. Approximately 3,000 British civilians, soldiers and loyal Indian sepoys were trapped inside the Residency, facing continuous bombardment and assaults by the rebel forces. The defenders, including women and children, endured severe hardships, including shortages of food, water and medical supplies. Sir Henry Montgomery Lawrence, the chief commissioner and agent of Awadh at that time, was struck by shrapnel from an exploding shell and died 2 days later. Similarly, Susanna Palmer, a 19-year-old British woman, was also injured when a cannonball struck the building, resulting in a death later. This is the 1857 Memorial Museum. It offers a profound insight into India's first war of independence. It was established in the very building that withstood the 1857 siege. The museum also bears the marks of cannon fire, serving as a touching reminder of the past. Visitors can view the illustrations of the siege, portraits of Wajid Ali Shah, Begum Hazrat Mahal and others on the wall. The siege finally ended on November 17, 1857 and marked the conclusion of a 147-day ordeal for the British troops and civilians, when a second relief force led by Sir Colin Campbell broke through the rebel lines and evacuated the survivors. The cemetery at the Residency is historically associated with the Indian Rebellion of 1857. Located within the complex, it stands as a somber reminder of the siege of Lucknow. The cemetery contains approximately 2,000 graves of men, women and children who died during the siege. As the night sets over the city of Nawabs, we leave behind more than just landmarks. We carry stories of a legacy that still whispers through its lanes and monuments. It isn't just about its past, it's a feeling, a blend of culture, timeless charm, and stories that stay with you. As we close the chapter of our historical tour, we invite you to discover Lucknow for yourself. Let its stories inspire your journey. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more exploration.